Welcome back to another Trade Journal video. This is Trade Journal number 28. And before I jump into this week's trades, don't forget to like the video and subscribe so you can stay up to date on all of my trades every week. I'm going to go ahead and jump into this week's trades, and one of the first ones I had was on Tqqq. So over the last couple weeks, I have been in on a covered call on Tqqq. So I own 100 shares at this red line of 103.75, and I sold a call at the 106 level for a max profit of $294. And this was the current covered call that I was in. I actually ended up rolling my previous covered call from last week and moved it from a 104 strike price up here to this blue line at the 106 strike price. And what ended up happening, as you can see, is that Tqqq is way above my strike price. So basically, I'll get assigned on this short call, and my shares will get taken away from me at this strike price of 106. I have no plans of rolling this position further. I kind of want to get back into Tqqq at a lower price. And because I rolled this position last week into this week, what actually ended up happening was I closed this position out on Thursday here a little bit early. I added up the numbers incorrectly, and overall I closed the position out for plus $259 if you take into account the rolling of the position from last week as well. The mistake that I made was, if I would have just held this position, we can see that it's about to close over 106, and I could have ended up making $361, but that's okay. As long as we end up in the profit for the week, I'm still happy. And the trade that I have set up for next week now, I have decided to sell another cash secured put at the 103.5 strike price for a max profit of $151. And this will expire next Friday, and I sold this on Thursday, which was right here. So usual setup for a cash secured put: if the price stays above, then I get to keep the premium and nothing happens. If the price finishes below, I get assigned 100 shares at this strike price, and then I will start selling covered calls against it. Now, jumping into the next trade that I had was on Aapl. So on Aapl, I've been in a synthetic covered call for quite a while where I own a deep in the money long call with over 400 days till expiration, and I have been selling short calls against it. In this case, last week I had sold a short call at the strike price of 131 right here at this red line for a max profit of $27. And as you can see, Aapl is most likely going to finish above this. So what happens in a synthetic covered call is that over the weekend, I will get assigned negative 100 shares of Aapl for this short call. And then on Monday, when I look in my account, I will have the long call option with 400 plus days on it, and I will have negative 100 shares in my account. I'll go ahead and close both of those out on Monday for some additional profit. So in this scenario, I got profit from selling this short contract, which would be $27 after market closes today. And then on Monday, when I close out both of the positions, it'll probably be around another $90. And I usually use the Analyze tab to figure out how much profit that'll actually end up being. And right now, I have no other trades on Aapl because this will basically take me out of my Aapl position after I close everything on Monday. The other trade that I have for this week is on Pltr. I've been in another synthetic covered call here in Pltr. Slightly trapped in this position because I have a deep in the money long call, and I have been selling weekly calls against it. In this case, I sold a weekly call 2 weeks ago at this $31 strike price for a max profit of $13. And that'll go ahead and close out later today, and I'll get to keep my $13 and nothing else will happen. So I'll still have my long call option on Pltr. I'm hoping when earnings comes around, or maybe the build up to earnings, will start to move Pltr back up closer to the $30 or $31 price, and I can try to get out of this position. But until then, I will continue to sell calls against it. I don't have one set up for next week, but if the price spikes next week, I will go ahead and sell a call against it. So all in all for this week, total profit was $259 on Tqqq, $27 on Aapl, and $13 on Pltr. Plus, there will be some additional profit, probably around $90 for Aapl closing on Monday, but I won't count that for this week. So $299 total for this week and next week. With the cash secured put that I'm selling on Tqqq, I'm set up to make $151, but I plan on taking some additional positions sometime next week, depending on how the market moves. And some of the positions that I'm looking at are cash secured puts on Tqqq, maybe an additional one, or a cash secured put on APPS. I'm also looking at Target and Lowe's for possible synthetic covered calls if those stock prices pull back. All in all, pretty happy with this week, and we'll see how the market plays out next week. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave those down below, and I'll make sure to answer them. And as always, don't forget to like the video and subscribe, and I'll see you all next week.